Hey, so, autism vlog. First off, let me show you what I just knocked out, well, at least partly. I was gauging the dirt for our horticulture that we're setting up. So, that's a decent spread, but we only have enough to cover about half of it properly, because that's still too shallow. But we'll get it done. Then it'll just keep growing itself over the years. At least that's the hope. And I've officially joined the workforce again as a systems policy analyst for the state of Oregon. It's once again a contract thing, so I'm not a full-time employee, which means my life just got a heck of a lot busier because I've still got to push this book for autism. But whatever, I've never known an easy life, so bring it on. Of course, it would be nice to eventually run into one. Right now, the sky is, well, I don't want to use the term prairie dog it, but that was from a movie, by the way. I love movies. But it looks like, you know how an old person goes to the bathroom for a really long time and you really don't hear any noise? This is like the prequel to that. It's cloudy. Like check it out. It's beautifully cloudy. Like it's Oregon weather. Oh, and look at those blossoms. Look at those blossoms on the apple tree. Like, yes. Gorgeous. But yeah. It's just one of those days where it's just ambiguous. Like, do I rain now or do I hold it, get to the mall, and then do it? You never know. Like, it's whatever. You know what's sad, though? Is I'm starting to enjoy coffee less. This cup of coffee, it's not impressive to me anymore. But then again, somebody dropped my new mug, my favorite mug that you saw in the videos. Yeah, they dropped it in the sink and chipped it in 2 places, and I just threw it away because it's not my mug anymore. Welcome to being autistic. Like, you ruin something of ours that we really like and enjoy, you become an asshole. And it's just one of those where, okay, I'd rather not have it. Like, for example, somebody was using my soap, like my bar of soap, and it's just like, okay, if I can't use it, like I saw evidence of other people using it, and I use that bar of soap for my face, and I don't want to shave off a layer every time I wash my face. That's why I bought that particular bar of soap. And I just threw it away. Same thing with the coffee mug, I just threw it away. If I no longer enjoy it, why the hell would I take something of luxury? It defeats the point at that point. But then again, I just don't enjoy anything anymore. I've got to go back inside. I've got to get done the articles that I've been putting off for days. And part of it is it scares the heck out of me, and I love red table talk. I love it. Just the last couple episodes I watched with Will Smith and Janet Hubert, where they had the psychologist on. I can't remember her name, and I wish I could. And same thing with when she was talking narcissism. Like, she's hitting the nail on the head, and I love it. I love it. But fear of success also ties into some of what she was talking about, in that past traumas can cause us to fear opening up the door to that again. Because one thing that I'm going to include in any interview for this book, no blood family. Like, even if it's just a radio interview or anything like that, like, or a VoIP one or anything, no blood relatives. You do that, I'm going to end it, and I'm going to sue. Like, intentional affliction of emotional distress. Like, if you guys can't tell by now that I really have been hurt by family over the years. And what's crazy, though, like, I was watching this one show about how these people were coming back to life because of science and all of that. And then nature was like, hey, don't do that. And then, you know, started throwing a fit with, you know, fires and tornadoes and all that good shit. Anywho, there was a kid in there, a child, that basically was raised in a cult. But the gaslighting that was done by the parents and all of that, I mean, nowhere near. I experienced nothing even remotely, even a hint of a way close to that, but the behavior of diminishment and ignoring and demeaning and telling people, no, this is what happened, not that. I've endured that. being blamed for stuff you did as a kid, as an adult that they didn't help raise. I mean, resentment's there, and I think it's going to be there for a while. But this cup of coffee, you notice I'm not sipping at it right now. I don't enjoy it. I mean, it's neat, but there's no pleasure in it. Even the smallest things nowadays I have no pleasure in. It's been happening since January. Maybe a little moment of giddiness, but that's about it. But now at least I get to grind for 40 hours a week, plus whatever I'm doing for the book. Hopefully it's beneficial. I'll see how the hell it turns out. I wouldn't be surprised if it turns into a complete disappointment, but that's also what I'm used to in life. And you know what's funny is just saying something like that, it's an honest to God statement, and I hear family in my head like, oh, grow up, get over it. Oh, you little baby, da 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 da. And I'm just thinking, y'all bitches haven't been, like I'm having a conversation with them in my head, and I shouldn't. They shouldn't matter to me anymore, but the damage they did is felt still. It's going to be felt for probably the rest of my life. I lost so much opportunity, so much everything. It's funny, well, I'm going to save that for interviews, but yeah, Red Table Talk, she brought up a point that I think isn't far from the truth, because it almost became me years ago. I thank God for Grams. If Grams didn't raise me with a kind heart, I would be a vicious demon. You have no idea. I can be the most manipulative person that I've met, if I want to. But I don't want to. I don't want to lie. I don't want to be dishonest. I just want to be open, honest. No more games, no more... It's mentally exhausting to hold up pretenses, and I'm so tired. I mean, when you've got a lifetime of just struggle, I'm tired. But I still got to get this out there, which means I've got to put at least one more good push in. So...